Hey everybody, I'm Amy McGorry. If I have one goal today, it's for you to understand that mind-body connection, and let's have some fun doing it. I just started seeing people in pain, and it just started thinking, all right, what can I do to kind of help healing? What happened?
Well, I was riding a horse and he just went crazy and I fell and landed right on top of my head.
Everybody wants to find that way to make their mark on the world, and I thought, well, hey, I can do this maybe one patient at a time. You have that one little pain, it's not just that one little pain in that shoulder. It affects your whole life. In the morning, you get up, the first thing on your mind is, this is just stiffness. You start this negative mind frame just getting out of bed in the morning. I want you to now grab that fear. You can control that. If you don't control that, you're gonna start carrying it in your neck. You're gonna start tightening up. You know you need to stay in control. You've got to not be afraid. Socially, it affects you. I've had a lot of my patients say, I can't play tennis with my good friends. They start to kind of isolate from their friends. They start letting this pain kind of overtake them, and it defines them. You need to work on the strength here. This muscle here, they're gonna help support you. They're gonna hold up that neck, and when that horse is pulling, you're gonna have that strength finally to control him, okay? Again, you're in control here. And they wind up just becoming more and more depressed. They stop being active. They stop running or walking because this pain just starts to be this burden, and again, just becomes their identity. Squeeze, and then lift, and that's where they've gotta stop. And then lift. This is what I tell my patients. You cannot let that pain define you. You've got to stop. You've got to take that control. It's a wake-up call. Squeeze, squeeze, really work this muscle. You have to tell these kids something like 3 times before they listen to you. See, now by doing this, now you can tell your mom you're going to finally stand up straight. See, it's not been your fault. You've just had a lazy back. But a lot of patients will then allow that to become their identity. They get up, the first thing on their mind is, oh, my shoulder or my back hurts. And then you just start the day off negative. And then from there, you go to work. You can't focus on that meeting or that project because in the back of your mind, you're in this pain. Okay, so here's the deal today. I'm here with Robert, and like many guys, he wants to build up that chest and look all macho for the ladies, but he forgets you need to stretch here because he's starting to come too far forward. That's gonna weaken the upper back. We need a good balance. So Robert, I know you're out there. I know you're pumping those weights, building up here. Are you stretching at all?
Somewhat.
Somewhat. Okay, we need to do this every day. You got a little tug of war going on. You've got this strong muscle that's pulling the back muscles forward so they don't have that ability to work in that full range of motion. We need to straighten you up. The student athletes will come in. You'll see them crying on that court when they blow out that knee. They're not just crying over pain. They're crying over being afraid of losing that spot on the team. Oh my gosh, my scholarship rides on this. I won't ever get that chance to try out for the pros. So that's a classic example of showing it's not just pain that these people are in. There's fear. They don't understand what's going on in their body. I have to explain that to them. And I want you to just lean that whole body forward. And you're gonna feel that stretch right through here, okay? Let me see you try. I really believe there is a big mind-body connection. When my patients are stressed, they carry it. A lot of them carry it in their upper shoulders or their lower backs. They'll come in and say, I have the weight of the world on my shoulders. And they literally are carrying it there. So there is a big connection, and I tell them they've got to take control. They've got to take a good look at their lives, and let's come up with a plan together. Not just a physical plan, but emotionally, and just look at your whole life balance. Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. See you next time.